These stories are relevant to today.
It's a national story, and it's a story about America and how America transformed manufacturing worldwide.
My grandkids need to hear that story.
It's a story about all the creativity and ingenuity that came out of simple people, not famous people. Our tinkers became titans, but they were tinkers first, and we need to celebrate the tinkers.
And it's important that somebody does that. And I think it's important the National Park System does it. I think it's important that there's an organization on the ground like MotorCities that does it. And I think it's important that the partnership continues between our Convention Bureau and MotorCities and National Park System to tell that story. Because that's what our DNA is. That's what we're all about.
Someone approached me with the fact that they were going to try to do an oral histories project.
You had to be able to adapt. If you had to do a different job every day, you're using different muscles every day, you're having to do all different kinds of things, learn different kind of things.
It's expressed in these stories in such detail.
Making this collection available and accessible to a worldwide audience just really fits our mission.
And if it were not for the generous contributions of the MotorCities group, all of this valuable history would sit idle in a collection somewhere.
We were kind of brainstorming what we could do in Flint. We wrote a grant to MotorCities, and they were generous to give us $10,000 to put up the arches on Saginaw Street, the Vehicle City arches.
We needed to really have a big celebration of GM's 100th because of its birthplace. Got MotorCities National Heritage Area involved. Graciously, they provided us some seed money, which further stimulated the people of Flint to get involved. That in turn creates tourism.
Well, this isn't the Flint that we hear about in the news. It's, this is very, very nice with the arches and the bricks, and now we have the statue plaza.
What we've been able to do is we've been able to build things to last. We've been able to put things in place that would not have been here otherwise, which means that it creates economic impact because it brings up the quality of those specific streets or neighborhoods.
Working with MotorCity Heritage was really a great experience for us, and it was a learning experience. They pushed us to excellence. We produced a major new exhibition on African American inventors and scientists called Inspiring Minds.
We found ourselves trying to work to help the youth understand the potential of careers in the industry. We finally got one plant to open their doors to high school students. MotorCities saw this as an opportunity to fund a number of the schools to go on these tours.
MotorCities launched the Wayside Exhibit Project.
People who see the MotorCities signage stop and read it and are incredibly interested.
We've taken other areas that they just wrote off as wastelands, and now they've become international meccas, and they've generated millions of dollars of reinvestment.
Preserving the Ford Pickett Avenue plant, the birthplace of Model T, has been an amazing odyssey. We took a semi-abandoned building, and in less than 10 years we turned it into a National Historic Landmark, a major tourist attraction for foreign visitors to Detroit, and a growing educational center. None of this would have been possible without the assistance and sustained support of MotorCities.
MotorCities grants and programs have made a huge difference, I believe, in public awareness. They've gotten people at convention and visitors bureaus thinking about this as a way to promote our area. It's bringing people here.
MotorCities has helped to bring focus to us, try to share that story in a united way so that instead of each of us doing it individually, we present a story that is a full story of what's going on in Southeast Michigan.
We've created a program called Autopalooza.
It's a collection of auto events, Woodward Dream Cruise, the Back to the Bricks, Michigan International Speedway race. Between those three events, they're attracting about 3 million people.
We've increased the visitorship to these events. We've improved the quality of the events.
It brings up the real value of history to Michigan through the kinds of things that we've been able to put in place.
We're playing a huge role now, and I think that we have to play even a bigger role in the future.